Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Would you like to walk around campus with me?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So, who are you and what are your passions?
Well, I'm Jata, and my main passion is lacrosse, of course. And then my second main passion is probably like singing, and then after that would be advocacy, like speaking up for people. Just making sure that everybody gets what they need, especially the people of Washington D.C. Because I'm from Washington D.C. So yeah.
Why did you choose Howard?
Well, I chose Howard because they gave me the most money to play lacrosse. Also, this was my number one choice. My father graduated from here. My grandmother got her master's from here. And I just wanted to continue the legacy and things of that nature. So yeah.
Are you happy you chose Howard?
Yeah, some days yes, some days no. It's like a love-hate relationship. At the end of the day, I'll always be a Bison. So I guess yeah.
Where are we located right now?
So right now we are located by the field. This is Cook. This is a boys dorm. It used to be the athletic dorm. Now it's a boys dorm. They might change it back to the athletic dorm next year, but maybe not. But mostly this is just the field. This is Green Stadium right here. So yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Howard?
My favorite thing about Howard is probably the ability to be yourself. A lot of times, people feel ostracized because they can't be themselves or they can't be who they are. But at Howard, you have the opportunity to find people that you relate to. Even if you feel like, oh, I'm the weird type. What's up, y'all? It's okay, Drea. Even if you feel like you the weird type, or you feel like I'm the artsy type, people don't like me, or whatever the case may be, you can always find your pocket of people here at Howard that relate to you and keep you motivated, keep you pushing. That's what I really appreciate about Howard.
What's your least favorite thing about Howard?
My least favorite thing is these professors. They do not answer emails. You have to text them all the time. One thing about Howard, it's oh my gosh, it's you got to go everywhere just to get one thing done. So that would probably be my least favorite thing about Howard.
What's a Howard stereotype that holds true?
I don't know. I heard people say Howard's kind of they got bougie people. I would say most of the people I have met are very bougie. Don't mean I don't like them. It just means yeah.
Rate your dining hall experience from 1 to 10.
It depends. Okay, I gotta say Blackburn breakfast is a 10. Annex Soul Food Thursdays dinner is a 10. But if I would have to rate it everything in the middle, I would just say a smooth 5 because
What's the best dining hall on campus?
I would say the best dining hall is, my personal favorite is Blackburn because it has the caf. It also has a C-store. It's our own little corner store. You can buy cereal, snacks, things of that nature. And it also has Punch Out. Punch Out has 3 different restaurants, so you don't always have to eat the same thing. That's why I like Blackburn, because it gives you options. You don't have to eat the same thing all the time.
What's the best dorm on campus?
The best dorm is Quad. QUAD. Oh yeah.
So what clubs are you involved in?
I am in Grassroots. However, Grassroots isn't really a on-campus thing. Grassroots is more for student athletes. But I'm involved in Grassroots. I'm involved in, I guess lacrosse is a club. And I'm involved in another club that I can't say until later.
What's a typical party like at Howard?
A typical party at Howard, you probably go to Ultra and you just be there all night. I mean, it's fun if you have your group of friends. If you don't really have a group of friends, it's kind of gonna be boring or whatever. But I mean, Howard parties are chill, I say.
How often do Howard students go out in a week?
My experience, I'm gonna say maybe once or twice on the weekends because I have practice. But I know people who go out all night, every night. One of the girls who live on my floor, she be gone till 7 a.m. So, I mean, hey, it's just whatever you want to do.
So where are we located right now?
So this is the yard. Basically, this is where you will find the student life hub, I guess you could say. You have your trees of the orgs and different things of that nature. This is the Division of Fine Arts. That's Blackburn. That's Rock Hall. And this is, of course, the legendary Founders Library. But basically, this is like where life is popping. This is where homecoming happens. And I also think Springfest as well. This is just like the life of the party when the weather is warm. You just be outside talking to people all day, but this is like where stuff pops off.
How many hours of homework do you do in a day?
I have not had a lot of homework. I think it could depend on your major. Like my friend, she's a chemical engineering major. She has homework all day long. Me, I'm undecided right now, so I don't really have a lot of homework. So I think it just depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it.
What's the best tip for juggling social life and school life here at Howard?
Here at Howard, you have to be dedicated because you can easily slip through the cracks. It's easy to get like caught up in everybody and everything that's going on because there's a lot of stuff to do here. However, you have to be able to time manage and get your work done in a timely fashion, especially because, you know, like I said earlier, some professors, you know, some are more willing than others. So you just have to be able to work around your professors, and you can work and play at the same time. Just work harder and play later.
1 to 10, how attractive is your student body?
Oh God. I would say I'm gonna get him a 3. I'm gonna get a boys a 3. Like most of the guys are short. The cute ones are not attracted to females. I'm gonna say that. Like the really cute guys, they're usually like gay. And like, I mean, there's a few cute guys, but it's not like I'm not impressed ever.
Hookups or relationships? What's the dating culture like?
It's more of a hookup here. I don't even know anybody that's in a relationship, and if anybody is in a relationship, they probably getting cheated on. But that is what I know. Like I know, like maybe I've heard of people being in relationships, but I ain't never seen none.
Which athletic team has the most clout?
I would say the lacrosse team. For some reason, everybody love us. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like we are the best team here. I feel like everybody know us. And yeah, they might not know me because I be in the cut, but like all my other teammates, they know everybody. So yeah.
How athletic would you rate your school on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give them a 5. Only because like we have the athleticism, but this is not really an athletic school. Like if you really want to come here, you know, to like go further in your athletic career, I wouldn't necessarily say Howard, but somebody could be the change. So hey, you never know.
How fashionable is your campus?
Oh, these people could dress like on a scale of 1 to 10. I probably said 10. Like that's one thing. Like the guys, like I said, they're not really attractive, but they style make up for it, in my opinion. These people could dress.
1 to 10, how would you rate your school spirit?
I would rate it a 10. Like it's like once you a Bison, you always a Bison. And everybody claim it, especially when it's like Howard versus Hampton. We all go hard for Howard. Everybody goes hard for Howard. I know people that like left Howard and still go hard for Howard. So yeah.
What's the typical temperature during the winter?
Oh, DC get cold, but DC is like, it fluctuates. So sometimes, you know, it might be in the 40s. Sometimes it might be in the 10s. Sometimes it might be in the 20s. It get cold though, so be prepared.
What year are you allowed to have a car on campus?
You can have a car your freshman year. You just got to pay for it, and you have to live in the right areas. Like for me, I live in Quad, so it's really nowhere to park as a freshman unless you want to get tickets all the time. But you can have a car as a freshman. One of my teammates, she had a car last year. She's a sophomore now, but she had a car last year. So yeah.
What year are you allowed to live off campus?
I'm pretty sure you can live off campus starting as a freshman as well. I think people more so say like wait till your junior year just so you can get the full Howard experience. Especially living in like Quad or Drew. When you live in those two dorms, like Drew is a freshman male dorm and Quad is a freshman female dorm. And when you live in those, you build like a sisterhood and a brotherhood. So they say wait so you can get the full experience, but it doesn't matter.
If you could change one thing about your school, what would you change?
The buildings, like the quality of the buildings. Like, yes, these buildings are kind of old and stuff, but the inside doesn't have to be that. I think they could do a better job of fixing the campus up as a whole, just beautifying it.
What's the number one tip for success here at Howard?
Just focus, like just do your work. That's really it. Like, the work really isn't hard. The workload, in my opinion, isn't hard. It's just making sure you don't get sidetracked with everything else that comes, because being in DC, like, DC is a very lively place. You know, you can get caught up not only in Howard's culture but also in DC's culture. So just like focus on school and just know that at the end of the day you're still here to get your education.
Have you seen any celebrities on campus?
The baby at the homecoming, that's about it. But Nick Cannon goes here. I guess he's a celebrity. I haven't seen him, me personally, but like I know people who have taken class with him. So yeah, he's here all the time.
Who is your favorite alumni?
My dad. My dad is my favorite alumni. That's about it.
Is your school cliquey?
I would say yes. Like I said, most people hang out with each other. Most people that relate to each other hang out with each other. For example, like I said earlier, the athletes hang out with each other all the time, because it's kind of hard for us to like hang with, I guess, non-athlete students, because we get like, you know, a lot of stuff, a lot of requirements and things of that nature. I feel like Howard is cliquey, but that's just my opinion. Other people might not think that way.
Is your school academically competitive, or do you help each other out?
Our school is competitive. I haven't met a lot of people that would help out. You do have classes with like a few people who be like, hey, you want to get in the group me and things of that nature. But it's kind of like you on your own unless you actually know somebody in your class.
Is your campus diverse?
Our campus is very diverse. We got a lot of black people here that's not even fully black. And when I say that, I mean like they'll be like, oh, I'm from Jamaica, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Ghana, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have a lot of black people that are so different. And that's one thing that I do love about Howard, is that we have a diverse range of black people, and it's just so amazing to me.
So where are we located right now?
This is Quad. This is where I live. It is currently being renovated, but this is the Harriet Tubman Quadrangle. This is where like people speak of like living in Quad for the sisterhood and all that stuff. So yeah, this building has been here for centuries.
Where's the majority of the student body from?
New York, and they will tell you I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from Queens, I'm from that. So yeah, majority of the student body is from New York and like New Jersey. Yeah.
Do you think Howard is the best HBCU?
Yeah, in my opinion, Howard is the best because it's the first, it's the Mecca, it's the mother. Everybody else got its idea from Howard. So of course I'm gonna say my school is the best.
Should everyone watching apply to Howard?
Yes. If you get in, I see you here. But I think you should apply. Most of my friends have scholarships. So I feel like Howard is also very like giving. You know, they like to give scholarships a lot. So yeah, apply to Howard. Get in, come here, let's turn up. Cause I ain't got no friends.
Do you have any final words?
To my mom, hey. It's like,
Thank you.
Thank you.